It's time! It's time! It's beta time!
Alrighty, what is up everyone? My name is Luna. Hold on there, player. Yes, I am editing this in at post, just to let you guys know. So this is one thing that I was supposed to mention, but I forgot to mention. What we want from you guys, topics, advice questions, story questions, personal questions for me and Momo, and everything in between. So, back to the show. If you already do not know, and I am joined here with the gayest person I know.
Dude, again, stop calling me. It's Moises, the coolest guy you know. I don't know.
What?
You only have like 2 contacts on your phone.
I thought it was Momo. What is going on? Stop talking over it. Shut up and stop talking over it.
No!
We'll do it live! Come on, let's go. I need to come up with a new intro for you. But I think the gayest person I know is definitely fine. Just to let you guys know, if you don't want to watch this video or anything along those lines, you just want to listen to it on your desktop, on your iPod, on your Zune, or whatever thing that you have.
You totally can, but you're gonna miss some artwork. So, just say, the artwork makes it.
You totally can. It's in the description. I set up a download link for you. It's for last episode. No one downloaded from it, and it told me, and I got sad, and I kind of wanted to cut myself, but that's okay. No suicidal tendencies. Momo makes me good. So.
Man.
Whatever.
Nothing but happiness
So what
for
is
me,
up,
bro?
Hey.
What?
Oh my god. I would think we already come up with the concept of not interrupting one another. Anyway, low blows here. Taking shots on air is like.
Okay, I'm done.
Doodle bop. Hold on. So you got anything going on your side, bro? I don't really have anything going on mine, except that my sleeping schedule is now ruined due to this podcast thing. And just to let everyone know, doing that podcast thing, I worked for like 10 hours straight just for that 1 hour video. It's ridiculous how much work goes into that.
Yeah.
So, what's been going on with you? Anything interesting?
Interesting? Not really. I mean, my sleeping schedule is shit too. I don't know why. I keep waking up late for some reason, and I don't sleep. I don't even sleep comfortably. So it's like, man. And then, in work, I'm getting so bored at work now that I'm making up personalities.
Oh no!
And I just start talking to people, and.
Wait, by yourself,
yeah.
or you?
I start.
No, wait. You start talking to yourself.
Sometimes, yeah.
In conversation. Oh, I thought you like make up these personalities, like the swashbuckling pirate, and you're like, "Yar."
Yeah, I do that.
Make ye sandwich, wench. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I do that at work when I don't do overnights, because when I do overnights, I'm alone. But then when there's people around, I'm just like constantly just saying the dumbest thing. It's come to the point where I have to explain to people like, do not believe whatever I say. Don't believe me. Don't take me serious. Because he believed me. And I'm like, no. Just, if it works, just ignore me.
I don't know, man. I think that's the reason they have you do overnights alone. Because you're so fucking weird. I think it's a punishment.
No, nobody likes overnights, man. Yeah. I technically don't either, but it's money.
Well,
hours.
No shit, no one likes overnights. So what you're saying, yeah, it was like, what you're saying, like, you have to tell people you're not serious. It's something I have to do on the internet all the time, my YouTube channel. Because everyone's so fucking sensitive. It's weird. It's like, there's points where I see comments where I'm like, aw, why'd they say that to me? Like, someone commented a couple days ago who said, someone get this guy some pussy. I'm like, yes, give it to me. Right now. I haven't had any in a while. I just want some. Just give me some. And then he started to insult me about something else because I agreed with it. I was like, man, I already want you. It was like, you didn't even have to say anything else. I like what you first said. I agree with it. Like, I don't know, but going on with being careful what you say, I've been told to be careful what I say because it may hurt people's feelings.
Well, it's not even that I say hurtful things. It's just that I just say random things about me, and they just believe me, and I'm like, no, I'm kidding. Like, I think I told somebody, somebody believed the test tube baby thing. Oh, God. They were like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I have a little bit of Teddy Roosevelt DNA on me, or whatever.
What the You never told me
Oh,
that
okay.
part of it.
Basically, I'm a test tube baby, and they saved Teddy Roosevelt DNA, the toughness of him and stuff like that, but they accidentally saved the wussy side of him, which is the one that created the teddy bear. And they were like, how can we put this without people noticing? It's like, and then one of the doctors was like, a Mexican. They always have kids, right? So just inject a Mexican, and they won't even notice. So when I was 18, they told me the story, and they told me basically I was a failed experiment, and I'm like, I have some Teddy Roosevelt in me for some reason. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's why he's my favorite president.
Holy hell! You're like telling this like it's a believable story. Like you have this down. It's like if I ask you what you ate last night, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I had fucking pineapples and a peanut butter sandwich with bananas on it." And, like you say it so casually, like it is believable. Like,
People believe me. I don't know. I just go with whatever and just talk. And basically, the whole I have dyslexia, where I just talk out of my ass constantly. Because my vocal cords just fell down and they just stayed down in my ass. It's weird. It's weird.
And they believe this shit?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not the dyslexic thing. They catch on the dyslexic thing. But, yeah.
I don't think that's real, but I've seen Ace Ventura, so I think it's real.
What does that have to do with Ace Ventura?
Ace Ventura! He talked out of his ass! Oh. Literally! He bent over and spread his cheeks and talked out of his ass.
That was the first one.
You don't remember
that was the first one.
And he was like, maybe he had dyslexia. I don't know. Oh, bro, speaking of DNA, what I actually wanted to tell you about was something that I was watching early this morning. It's called Into the Wormhole. Into the Wormhole with Morgan Freeman, right?
Oh.
And it's pretty much Morgan Freeman telling you scientific facts. And yesterday, they were talking about what it means to be truly conscious and all this kind of stuff. And they pretty much said if to be truly conscious means you're truly alive. That means humans, when they reach 5 years old, they're truly conscious about what their surroundings are and who they are. That technically means they're alive based on their hypotheses of what they're doing. And I was like, oh, that's fucking crazy. But, within that own show, they were talking about how your siblings have your blood, and your mom has the blood of your siblings running through her veins right now.
Oh, yeah, the DNA is a given. That's how you get genes or whatever.
No, I'm talking about literally blood.
But
Your other
But
siblings.
how? Sometimes people are born with rare blood stuff where they can't.
No, it's like this. Like when you're in the whole womb kind of thing, you're in that bag. What is it called? The placenta? I don't even know what it's called. But that bag has holes in it, and you pretty much like transfer shit between one another. And pretty much your younger siblings have a good chance of having your blood in their body. But it's like a little bit. Sometimes if it's too much, they'll attack it or something. Like, they'll always be with you somewhat. Like, there's this, old lady scientist who she was, like, 45 and her son's, like, 10. And she took blood from now, and, like, her son's DNA, the blood and stuff like that, is in her body, running through her veins. And I thought that was pretty damn cool. And pretty much they were talking about how similar we could be with generations and stuff passed down, like, let's say, grandfather taught you chess, and then you in turn teach your son chess. Like, you keep that lineage of some sort. I don't know, it was interesting. I found it interesting.
Yeah.
But I found that consciousness thing interesting.
Not Sourcehead. Vsauce did something about that too, where they explained how somebody was proving what is reality and what isn't, and reality is basically what you make it and all that jazz. I thought it was cool too. It was like if you're even real and stuff, and I'm like,
oh my god, don't even do that. Am I even real?
Well, no, the guy was explaining that he
am.
can't explain all that jazz. He's all like, all that junk. It was all like, whatever you know is real and stuff like that. That's real, and there's some things that you don't know for sure if it's real or not, and all that. It was interesting. I don't know the whole thing. I was listening to it. I was looking at 9gag. So yeah.
Doing two counterproductive things while 9gag will drag down your IQ depending on the stuff you see on there, because it's terrible sometimes. Some of the stuff's not even funny anymore. I look at it, I'm like, come on, man. It's like, this is fun. I remember being on there for hours back in the day, and now I'm looking at it now, I'm like,
It's because you're in a voting page. I just go there for laughing. I'm not gonna vote.
I don't go to the voting page anymore. I stay to the trending now and the soon-to-be trending. So, bro, E3 actually happened yesterday. Well, it's happening right now. Actually, it's been happening, 10 to the 13th or 12th or 14th or something along those lines. I don't know. I didn't get to watch all of it. All I really got to see was Ubisoft and a little bit of the PS4 reveal. I didn't get to see the Xbox One reveal. I didn't get to see anything with the Xbox One or anything before that. But we're not going to be talking about E3 for the purpose that you didn't see it, so there's no point in talking about it. And just pretty much me talking to myself and you going like, oh yeah, that's nice.
Well, I don't know. I listen to it and stuff like that. Like SourceFest covers it a lot, and I've been seeing about the new features and whatever about the Xbox. I haven't been seeing much of PlayStation, but I seen like a bunch of gifs and like Tumblr and stuff like that, like how PlayStation is screaming Xbox. But even then, I think I'm gonna go PC now. I think I'm gonna try out the PC games because they're not really interesting. And the only reason I got the PS3 in the first place was to continue playing God of War, because that was in continuation and I wanted to play it. And then the Blu-ray feature they had. Besides that, I was like, that was fine. But I don't know. I like my systems too.
Yeah, it's nice to have the current gen systems, obviously, for the different functionalities within it, because I use my PS2 for a DVD player for the longest time. I still use it as a DVD player. I do use it to play games most of the time, but I do use it as a DVD player and that stuff, and you can actually have it as a CD player and have it play music for you, which is awesome. But obviously, I haven't gotten any of the current gen consoles, which would be the 360 and PS3.
You had the Wii, though.
I had the 360. I have the Wii, but we got the Wii late, and I got the 360 early. It died, and then I got, I played a little bit of games on it, but not really. But when it came to this E3, a lot of people are saying that PS4 owned Microsoft, but that seems to be a trend that's every year, because Microsoft always goes first, and if they're not perfect, PS4 are those, like, if you present in class, and then you fuck up, and then someone else comes up, and they, like, make fun of your own fuck up, you're like, oh, I guess I won't be stuttering like fucking Timmy, you'd be like, like, they do that, they shit on them. But, I guess the big difference, there's a lot of different functionalities with the Xbox One, with the whole Skype, with the whole sports integration kind of thing, with the whole smart glass bullshit, which is, I don't even know what the hell that is, but it deals with fucking iPad. No, I don't even know what products they fucking deal with. Windows phones, I think, like Windows tablets and all those stuff. I think I'm not exactly sure what smart glass is, but and obviously they have different functionalities, which I don't really care about. I just want to play video games.
Yeah.
But if I have to spend $500 to play video games, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Did you know in Australia, the PS3 and the Xbox 360, I believe the Xbox 360 costs $1,000 in Australia.
What?
And the PS3 costs around $800, or it's one of those, maybe switched around. Because in Australia, their minimum wage is $18, bro.
What?
Their minimum wage is $18.
That's awesome.
Think of your wage right now. If you started working in Australia, you would make $18 an hour.
Wait, but it does. I don't know. It doesn't. It depends, because also like I'm sure everything, like you said, everything else over there costs more, so their wage would be more. So it's technically the same.
Yeah, technically, but you're still spending all that money, and most people buy games out of state. Well, out of continent. Out of continent. But usually if you, like, ship something from the U.S., it's like $100 shipping fee. So I don't know if you want to buy a game and then $100. You gotta really want to buy that game. Let's just say that. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. And the PS4 is going to be $399. Now, if you're a parent, obviously, because obviously mostly the game consoles we got were mostly from our parents, right? From back when.
Mostly.
And mostly, yeah. When you think about it, like, what's gonna, like, if you have a cheap-ass parent, obviously they're gonna...
Well, I remember my PlayStation 2 like every time we got the consoles, it was always late. Like the new console already came out, so we got to get the other console for cheaper. And then usually we got garage sale consoles where they're like a lot cheaper. But I remember buying the PS2, and I had to fork up like $200, and my brother had to fork up $100, and then we got it because of that, which I thought was a great investment. But
Your PS2?
yeah.
You got that for $200?
No. I forked up $200. My brother forked up like $100.
What do you mean?
So we paid like $300, I believe, or something like that.
For PS2 when it first came out?
Yeah.
PS2 or PS3?
PS2.
What?
I remember forking up a lot of money. You can probably not exactly.
I don't know. And the PS4, you know, is $400.
That one I bought myself. Ooh, the PS3.
PS3
Ooh.
you bought yourself. But, you know, when you're thinking about it, when you think about a parent, you obviously want to have your kids to have fun with video games, you know.
Yeah.
To be able to play with their friends and stuff like that. And you don't want to spend that much. It usually depends on the kind of parent. Like, if you lived in the households that we lived when we were younger, obviously we wouldn't get it later. We would get it later, but obviously the price would drop probably like $100 for each of them. And I'm sure PS4 would be the ones that people would get most of the time.
Yeah.
Right? Just because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you get the cheaper thing? We do that now. You get the cheaper thing. Like that's why there's off-brand like foods and shampoos.
Or like McDonald's or Burger King. Burger King has a 50-cent cone, and then McDonald's has a 49-cent cone.
Oh my god! Why would they do something like that? So
because fuck you.
Oh
that's
wait,
why.
speaking of Burger King, this morning I got woken up by the Burger King ribwich thing that they have, and they're like totally they're totally copying McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a blatant copy. Like,
Dude, there was a commercial where the Burger King guy broke into a McDonald's factory or something like that and stole the recipe for the Whopper or something like that, or like the Big Mac. I can't remember what it was. And like the security guards see him drive away in a motorcycle with the recipe, and they're like, "Is he supposed to be here?" A blunt commercial, pretty much saying that like we fucking took it. We just took it.
All right, bro. So there's what I have a bunch of games written down from E3. Personally, if you guys want to know what my games that I'm actually interested in, from what I've seen, I actually looked up a little bit. Nintendo's always, they're going for nostalgia, pretty much. Nintendo's trying to make you relive your past, and you obviously want to relive your childhood with games like Zelda, with Mario, with all those wonderful titles, Smash Bros. Definitely Smash Bros. Are you going to get Smash Bros. For the 3DS?
Well, I don't know. Most likely, yeah. It's for 3DS, most likely.
I most likely will get it too, and we shall fight one another.
It's gonna sound again, but
It's gonna be weird because we had the small 3DS, by the way. Just to let everyone know, we have the first generation of the 3DS. The 3DS you are supposed to buy, which is the top of the line ones, is the XL or something ones, where the graphics look better, the sound's better, and the screen just it's all around better than the 3DS. It's just improved. And I kind of got pissed because when I was playing Monster Hunter Ultimate, which I've been telling you guys in Animal Crossing playthrough and all stuff that I've been telling you, I've been loving the game. Sometimes the words are a little blurry because they're too small. And obviously, they kind of make it for the extra large 3DS. Anyway, we keep sidetracking from this big reveal. That was kind of big for me. It's just a reveal. It's just like, hey, we're doing this. Just to let you guys know, you guys have been asking for this since like 2005, 2006. We're finally working on it. Because they wouldn't work on it because they were working on different games. But just to let you guys know really quick, I know, I keep fucking going back and forth. The games that I am actually looking forward to that look really good, they're bringing back Star Wars Battlefront, which is amazing. Which is a game that I played, I believe it was on the Xbox, the original one, over at my one of my friend's house back in the day. And it was freaking awesome. It's pretty much where you have, like, Star Wars characters or Star Wars semi-characters, and you could fly ships going across, like, space. You could fight in the ships. You could fucking, you know, just... It's fucking awesome. You could go on land. You could have a lightsaber. You could have a blaster. It's whatever. It's just this big, massive battle with a lot of people fighting around you. And you control one of the guys. And that's pretty awesome. And another one that they showed, was, Obviously, Assassin's Creed 4 looked pretty good, but Assassin's Creed 4 couldn't play.
Oh, that's the pirate one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that looks really good.
This Assassin's Creed 4 game couldn't play. It was like locking up, and they were having problems at the press conference. I was like, oh shit, that's kind of fucked. It looked beautiful. It looked great. It looks like there's going to be more ship warfare, boarding people's ships, fucking them up, a lot of stuff like that. You're interested in that Assassin's Creed series, but you didn't play 3.
No,
so
if anything, I've just looked at one on YouTube. I don't know, it didn't seem all that great. This new one, though. Pirates.
Yeah, if you don't like ship battling, you're probably going to be doing the majority of that during the game.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, alright. So now we're going to the creme de la creme, the thing that is probably going to be the biggest thing for us. So Momo's going to watch the trailer live right now. So you're going to hear silence, and you're going to hear his reaction to what it is. So obviously, whatever you're feeling right now, tell us.
Okay.
When you do it. So I want you to click on the link. 1, 2, 3, go! You know, what is that town that he's in right now? It's called Twilight Town, I believe, right? Twilight Town? Yeah, he goes back to there, so that's pretty damn cool. And they're showing, I think it's like a little bit of gameplay. I don't know if it's actual gameplay. I don't know if it's like a little rendered cutscene, but they had the little thing on the side, the little bar that, the Kingdom Hearts battle system. Obviously, we've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts forever. And just to mention what you said, that Keyblade. That Keyblade actually belongs to one of the true Keyblade masters from one of the, I think, Birth by Sleep, or I think it's Birth by Sleep, the Keyblade master that teaches the 3 students that are under him.
Oh.
So, obviously, they were trying to do a little throwback to that. Obviously, he's probably going to be in the story. I don't know. Teach Sora. Tell Sora what's going up. I don't know. But all I know is that Keyblade master guy, he pretty much hates fucking darkness and just wants it gone.
Yeah.
Which is funny because didn't they say something like they need both light and dark or something along those lines? Like having all of one thing is going to be bad, not either way.
Yeah, but like I seen this video where it explains the whole Kingdom Hearts series, like the system ones, the Game Boy ones, and all that stuff, and it explains. It's weird, like how it started on all that jazz. I was like, whoa. And it's still not done.
Yeah, they're not... I don't know if this is going to be the last game. I don't know if they're going to have a 4th game within it. But, you know, we've been waiting for this series forever. And not a lot of people have played the side stories, which you are supposed to play. And, or you probably look it up on YouTube. I'm probably going to do that because I only know it a little bit. I don't know everything. But I only know a little bit. And
same here. I only played the first one. And then I didn't play any other. I saw my brothers play the second one, and then the game ones. I have to look them up.
You never played the second one?
No, I tried playing it, but I was all. I think it froze on me or something like that because it was borrowed, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm done. I was mad at it. I was like, arr.
The second one's fucking amazing. How far did you get in the second one?
Not very far.
Were you still playing as Roxas?
Dude, actually, I don't even think I even played the second one.
You don't even know if you played the second one. I know you like the series.
I like the series. I love the series. But
Holy hell! I didn't know you didn't play the second one. The second one is amazing.
I always watch people play it though. Like when they have to fight like the 1,000 Hollows. Well,
Heartless.
Sorry, Bleach. 1,000 Heartless, and like while he was doing that, it was either fight him and feed the guy because he devours the defeated the Heartless ones, something like that. I was like, oh, that was fucking cool. But like I said, I mostly looked up the story on YouTube now because I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to.
Why did you need to get a PS2 emulator and play that game? I have one. Someone set it up for me. I actually have it. It's fucking awesome. And but yeah, just. Bro, you need to play the second. You need to play the second coming, and you can look up the side stories for everything else. But you need to play Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 was so just-tastic for me. I was like, "What? I'm playing as Roxy. What is going on here? Who's this guy?" And you know, obviously, there's a whole bunch of stuff with Roxas and Sora being a part. The fucking story is it's weird, man. It's so weird, but I don't know why people like it. Because what do you really think about a Kingdom Hearts? What makes you like it? It's Final Fantasy mixed with Kingdom Hearts characters. I mean, obviously Kingdom Hearts characters. Final Fantasy mixed with Disney characters.
I don't know. I like that.
Stupid as shit.
No, I like that fact. Disney's awesome, bro. Like Disney's like my top favorite movies are always in Disney, and then I don't know it's an adventure game which I love, and then you get to roam around a lot, and then I remember in the first one you made your own ship, which was cool, but you get to hang out with Goofy, which is awesome, and then you get I never thought of the concept of using a key as a sword, which I find interesting as hell. I was like, yeah.
Because I don't know why I like it. I don't know why I'm so... Probably because I like Sora as a character, pretty much someone who wanted to go on an adventure. He's finally living his dream, which is something that I've always liked. Right? In a fucking ship, which you can make it into a ship if you want, if you have enough gummies. Which I believe you can customize your own ship in the second one. I don't recall. I didn't mess around with it. I pretty much played as the ships that you got upgraded on, and I remember trying to get them. I never tried creating one. But in the first one, I definitely created it. In the first one, I just put blocks together. I had this gigantic wall where I couldn't move or dodge anyone. It was sad. I don't know. I was a little kid. I don't know what was going on. But
I made it like a rectangle. That's all I had, so I can just maneuver easily.
I remember if I added, it was like, oh man, if I add more engines, it's gonna go faster, which I don't think was the case in that game. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts was terribly fun. It's so different, and I don't know, I think, now this is going on to my own thing that I was going into, the games that was actually interesting me in E3. In E3, Square, I believe it was Square Enix, right? Oh, no. Everyone likes Squaresoft, but they don't like Square Enix. But, pretty much they showed the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer after the Final Fantasy 15 trailer, by the way. Just to let you know.
Oh, I never played
Final Fantasy. It was a big surprise because they showed Final Fantasy 15, well, it used to be Final Fantasy 13 Versus, now it's Final Fantasy 15, and, they changed it. I was like, oh yeah, we got one more thing to say. And they showed Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, whoa! They're like freaking the fuck out because the Final Fantasy 15 trailer actually looked pretty damn cool. And from what they were showing, I believe they showed like whatever the Versus, the Final Fantasy Versus game that they were making. I think they showed that like a long, long time ago. But actually, what I wanted to show you is the actual trailer for that game. I want to see what you look like, because you never played a Final Fantasy game, correct?
No, I don't like them. But
you don't like them because they're different?
Yeah. Let me see.
Alright, so Momo's going to watch it, and he's going to give us what he thinks of it, his first initial thing, afterwards.
It looks pretty cool. Is it a continuation, or is it a new storyline, or what?
No, every single Final Fantasy is a continuation. I mean, what the fuck did I just say? That's blasphemy. Every single Final Fantasy is a story within its own self. New stories, new characters, new story, new, pretty much, kind of idea. They kind of keep the whole little mythos the same, like with monsters and, obviously the godlike, creatures that are within, Final Fantasy. But, Final Fantasy hardly ever is a continuation, unless it's like Final Fantasy -2 or -3 or anything along those lines. But Final Fantasy is not a continuing ongoing story.
It looks cool, but is it gonna be like where you have to charge up in order to attack and all that stuff and wait your turn, or what?
I have no idea. From what we were seeing, they were going through it pretty well.
Yeah. Because I don't know, like if it's like an adventure game like Zelda and stuff like that, totally looks awesome. But if it's gonna be like, oh, wait your turn to fight, it's like,
No, I think they stopped doing that a long while ago with the wait your turn to fight kind of thing. They were kind of doing that in Final Fantasy 13. Actually, no, they were doing it in all the Final Fantasies because that's what people loved, and they changed it, and people bitched about it. So it's whatever. Back in the day, turn-based was good for games like on the SNES and Game Boy Advance and anything on the Nintendo DS and stuff like that. Turn-based games are perfect because, you're not really you're not playing. You don't want to play turn-based games on like a PS2, PS3, PS4, on the next-gen consoles because you want to be movement, you want to be attacking, you want to use these powers the way you want to. Like I think what they're actually going to try to do, they're actually trying to do the. It kind of looked like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
The attacking. The guy was attacking it. If you looked at the bottom, it had like attack and different options at the bottom, which they didn't do anything. But the dude was like teleporting everywhere, throwing shit, fucking teleporting.
So Sasuke's in it, and the guy from Assassin's Creed.
All right, you should
and
shut
the
the fuck
ShamWow
up,
guys in it.
ShamWow? What?
I saw a guy with like spiky hair. I just immediately thought ShamWow.
God! Oh, we're moving on.
Oh, I found.
All right, bro. I think we're probably gonna be close to closing this off, but we'll go on with this thing. What was the first console that you ever had?
First console was that big hunk of a box, where the cartridge were like as big as my face when I was little, and then. I remember the game for it that I got was immediately Mario, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. And I remember me and my brothers took turns or whatever, and then we had this older kid, and it was he played with us or whatever the game. And then I remember the Sega the most of all, cause it had and it's like it always started like Sega, which is.
Sonic?
Yeah, which is how it started. But, yeah. Sonic and, what's that guy? We looked him up at your house at one time because I couldn't figure it out. I think it's,
no, I don't remember the name, to be honest with you.
I think it's like Magnemite? Or, no, not a Magnemite.
No, it's some
Vector
weird...
Man. No.
Vector... I don't know. This guy played some weird-ass game that I'd never seen before. It looked so bootleg, but he said he loved it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like, yeah. But... going off on that, what did you just say? You had a big hunking box. That's not a system. What is, what was the system called?
I think it was Nintendo. It was Nintendo something. Hang on.
Was it the SNES?
Hang on.
Wait, did you play... Which Mario game did you play? We could figure out just by the Mario game.
Bro. It was like a long time ago. It was 8-bit or whatever. Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Anyway, while Momo's looking it up, I'll tell you the first system I got. Well, the first system I got was a Sega Genesis. And I had a whole bunch of cartridges for it. I had this one cartridge that had like 16 full games on it. And it had like all of the Sonics. It had Golden Axe. It had Shinobi. It had this cool racing game that pissed me off. It had more racing games that pissed me off. There's a whole bunch of games on there that I really liked. There was this one where it had like Taz from Looney Tunes, and he went on the Martian planet, and it was so awesome and so weird. There was other games I played on, like the Toy Story game, which was hard, really hard. I remember my mom playing that with me. I remember getting to the driving stages and having to get the batteries to survive, but I sucked. And obviously fighting Buzz was suckish because he was a dick. And I'm trying to think of other games I played on there. I try to beat Shinobi, and that game was incredibly hard for me. And later that I learned that Shinobi is one of the hardest games of all time. So it's fun. It's fun that I got past the first level, and then the second level I just kept dying. It was just death everywhere. It was really bad. Oh, also these like these side-scrolling beat-em-ups. I can't recall what the street's name. The game name is maybe Streets of Rage. I'm not exactly sure, but that game was fucking awesome. I hated Sonic because I could never play it because he was always he was too fast.
I like those games, but I like when
I never played a Mario game before that. Oh, there's this Jurassic Park game where you were a guy and he had to take out dinosaurs and travel through Jurassic Park. That was awesome. That was so amazing. That one was awesome. It was awesome, man.
Dude.
Like.
Yeah, and it was the Super Nintendo SNES one. Yeah.
So you played like Mario 3.
Yep.
So you played the Mario that me and you played at my
Yeah,
house.
I played it before.
I've seen people play it. I never played it before, but yeah, I'm not like I've never been big on Mario. I've never been big on Sonic. I don't like Sonic.
Sonic was good in like Sega.
The Sonic I liked was when on my Sega Dreamcast was Sonic Adventures. which was the greatest Sonic game, the greatest Sonic game I ever played. Especially the ending. I was like, oh, you beat the game? And you're like, oh man, what? There's this hidden character right there! What is that? Click on the hidden character, you play his story, it's fucking Super Sonic! And he like, I freaked the fuck out. I was like, yeah, Chaos Emeralds! And he like, you know, what the stupid thing was when Sonic was transforming into Super Sonic, he was like fucking just jerking off the air, which I didn't really appreciate. But he was like, ah!
Super Saiyan.
And he was like, you gotta reach supersonic speed to be able to destroy Chaos. I'm like, yeah! Ugh, which is kind of fucked, because in that game you had to, like, go supersonic, and you fly up Chaos, and then you fucking hit his brain, which I was like, no. But I remember writing my first story about Sonic, fan fiction, I guess you could say, and I combined Yu-Gi-Oh cards with it, which I loved Yu-Gi-Oh for, like, a long time. Well, obviously Yu-Gi-Oh's changed a lot, and I look at it now, I'm like, why?
I know,
like, I had a huge issue with synchro summoning. I was like, how the fuck do you do this? And then they got this new kind of thing going on. I learned what the heroes thing were, pretty much up to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was where I stopped watching
I think so too. And like, man, I remember having a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like a bunch. And then my mom got super Christian on me and was all like, "You sacrificing and you're summoning monsters, that's satanic and blah blah blah. Throw them away." So I started selling them for like 25 cents.
Oh my god, you probably had like super rare cards.
Yeah, I did. I think I had the 5 pieces for that one card that if you summon them, like, game is over.
Exodia? Are you serious? Those are like $100 a pop.
I sold them for like 75 cents each.
You're a fucking... I don't even want to talk to you anymore because you just did something so stupid.
I was a little kid. I didn't know
how did you get them? Were they bootleg cards?
Some of them were.
Okay, well, they were absolutely nothing then.
And then I had like all the magicians, all of them. The red one, the dark one, the black one, the girl, the cartoon versions of them, and all that. And I'm like, those were my favorite. Those were my favorite for some reason. And now I'm trying to collect them again, and I got like 2.
What is it? I went to a Yu-Gi-Oh card tournament where you actually could. There's different versions of it where you played. Where there, like, pretty much, you know, the pieces of those pieces from the first Yu-Gi-Oh. I forgot what they were called.
What?
You know how it's Egyptian puzzle?
Oh yeah, the upside down triangle with the eye thing, yeah.
Yeah, you know his what are those pieces called?
All
of them.
I don't know. We can look them up.
The upside down triangle? You mean a pyramid? You fuck.
Man, you know what? I'm not even looking it up anymore. There you go. You look it up because I have no idea how to. Are you looking it up?
Upside down triangle.
Mm.
I'm an upside down triangle.
Man, get off it, okay?
Alright, so they're called Millennium Items. So pretty much you get this...
Millennium Items. That's what they're called.
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, I'm not putting that in there. You're gonna stay silent.
Boo.
But you got these Millennium Items, stickers on like your own little custom-made Millennium Item lanyard thing that you had. And you would go to like pretty much like 7 stages. You could choose either one where you could duel someone, where you could duel someone with a deck that's not yours. You could duel someone with a deck you build it in a game. You could play that dice game. And then pretty much if you beat someone within the dueling someone with your own deck, you moved on to something else. And duel someone without your own deck and you won with that, you moved on to something else. And you would go to, like, you'd be tossed into this tournament. The 2 tournaments, depending if you won both of them. I lost while facing someone with my own deck, but I smashed people with my own deck in a game. That was amazing. I only got like 2 pieces of Millennium Puzzle. I don't know what else I won, but I know I smashed people. I remember I got the Millennium Rod or something like that for for my for smashing someone in in a game, which was amazing. I don't know, it was a big deal for me. I was like 11 at the time, and everyone was older than me, and it smelled like poop there.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how to take a shower. That's all I gotta say. So, you got anything to add to this conversation, bro? Anything, Yu-Gi-Oh? Anything that we've been talking about? Video games? Anything you want to talk about? Anything that matters to you?
Have you ever played a game called Magic?
Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Yes, I actually got into it. I learned the game about everything for an ex-girlfriend that I dated recently, and then I soon later turned out that she got into that game because of the guy that she was dating while she was dating me at that time, which was nice, you know. which is messed up,
That's
but
terrible,
whatever.
mate. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and she got me into it because he got her into it, and you know, I don't know. I don't
know.
I feel betrayed. I still want my jacket back. But anyway,
but people I've been talking to recently, but like apparently are really obsessed with that game and stuff, and they hold like little tournaments for themselves or whatever, and then they say it does what Yu-Gi-Oh couldn't, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting, but I'm just like, okay, I don't know. It looked cool just because of the mythical creatures is in it, but besides that, I'm just like, it's whatever.
Yeah, usually, I've only played one game, but I've watched hours and hours of video of people teaching you how to do it. Obviously, it's different than Yu-Gi-Oh, but there's a lot of people who go hardcore for it, so I really don't want to talk about it, to be honest with you. So, but yeah, Magic the Gathering.
Do you believe in magic?
All card games are hardcore. People go too hardcore.
Everybody goes hardcore for something.
And people don't fucking shower. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with them. Anyway, so I think we're probably gonna.
It's like I only bathe with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's a worse kind of way of bathing yourself.
I only bathe the Dark Magician girls because honestly, she's super cute and kawaii, and I want her lumps and lumps all over my body when I can't take a shower. It's really good. Only holographics, by the way. I don't do regular cards. The only holographics touching my skin.
I'm gonna have bestiality sex with her. If anyone gets that reference, I love you. But anyway, I think we're gonna end off this episode right now. Nope, fuck you. So I think we're gonna end off this episode without Momo telling us what we learned because I'm gonna fuck him over. So until next time, everyone, my name is Luna. My catchphrase is better. Stay frosty.